Another quick thing we're going to work on is, this is all left side. Same side. Rolling. Also do a lot of opposites. These were all this side rolling. Got to do some opposite in there. You have to be able to roll this way. Right side to left. Landing is not as pretty. It's more so for standing up. Come right up running. Real reason why? Rarely do you get thrown this way. You usually get thrown opposite. See the triangle? That's where I'm going to get thrown. So with that idea, on your own you have to start practicing rolls, same side and opposite side. Now, feet position again. Just because I went over that way, I landed this way. But be able to have one leg up, mainly for balance, in that cocked position, ready to kick. Ready to pull that person and pivot underneath them so you're parallel. All right?
Step is to go into a stance. Now, a stance that we prefer is, what we'll do is we'll take a square stance. And after the square stance, I'll take my right foot and put it back. Now, as you can see, this toe lines up with the right toe lines up with my left heel. The right heel is off the mat. As you can see, I'm walking in train tracks. I'm walking the train tracks, as you can see, on these white lines. Purpose of this is so that I can expand my number of weapons. What I mean is, someone who takes an L stance, or traditional L stance, is limiting their weapons. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whereas if I turn this foot, I now create 9 weapons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is okay if you want power. This is a more defensive stance. You're waiting for something to happen before you throw this. This takes more time though. To do this takes more time. Here, doesn't. Now, from here I'm very mobile too. This stance, I have to stay in one spot. I may have to spin on a circle. But from here, I can move left, I can move to my right, forward, and backward. I'm very mobile in this stance. What we're going to do is try to create a sense of control through this stance and through my body language. And how I do that is by using baiting techniques. If I want the person to circle toward my power hand, most people have a power hand which is their right. So what I want to do is I want to circle that person to my right so that they're walking into that. If I can borrow Andy for a minute. We'll start off here, and this is my power hand. I want him walking into my power hand. If I do this, he's walking into my power hand. So I may throw what's traditionally a jab. Boom. I take it to the power. Same thing with the feet. If I want to walk him into my strong leg, I'm going to boom and come through. It's the same thing on a throw. This is my power side. This is the side I'm going to throw with. So after I take these jabs, I grab. Boom, I shoot this arm, pass the shoulder, grab, pull in. Now I'm shooting this power arm through. Boom. So that's how to direct your opponent. If he goes into your other hand, if he starts circling this way to your weak side, you may have to switch your stance in order to throw him off. Make like this is your power hand now. He may, and even by doing that, he could be walking into your power hand. By him circling to my left, I switch my stance. It throws him off. He's thinking this is my power hand now. I'm winding this up. So he circles the other way. Boom, right into my power hand, which is in front now. Another thing that we may use is the way we set our hands. Here, what does this say? This is saying that I want you to strike me straight on. If I come up to Andy and I have my hands open this way, boom. Okay, I want him to attack me straight on. Right here, boom. Let's say I want him to come round on me. I want him to come outside in. What I'll do is I'll put my hands out like this to cover my vitals. Boom. I want to get, boom, here. Boom. Outside blocks. He's striking round. Now I can get inside. I can switch around. Boom, boom, whatever. The key to your stance is control. Even though you're not touching the man, you must learn how to control him through your body language and through your motion. Motion is also created through, and power is also created through timing, rhythm and timing. Yeah. Rhythm and timing. By moving my body and with rhythm and watching for the timing, I may wait 3 steps and then hit 3 steps, 2 steps, boom, boom, whatever. Rhythm and timing creates movement, which in order helps to enhance your techniques. What is called hard blocking. Hard blocking will take the weapon and it will take it out from the center line of the body. It is a hard block, it's with a hard step, and boom, comes past the center point of the body and takes the weapon outside in order to create a way to attack the body. With Sambo, it's a little different. We want to evade. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get that full block because you may not be expecting it, or the person may be bigger than you or stronger than you. So we compensate. What we need to do is take the body out of the way. We need to take the target away. If Andy throws a straight punch, this is your traditional block here. I keep my ground. Our center lines are here. Nose and navel are your center line. Nose and navel. Right here. So I will take the hard block, boom. The way we want to do this is taking the body out of the way. Boom. Boom. I'm stepping to a 45 or maybe even a 90. If you step to a 90, you're going to have a hard time coming in. Preferably, you want to step to a 45. Boom. So that you crowd the body. It's easier to throw from here. It's not easy to throw from here. Unless you're a very strong person and you really can't do it anyway. So I want to step in. I want to smother him. I want to get him off balance. After I do that, boom. I can knee, elbow. These are where my short range attacks are going to come in. Let's create a line here. Again, the strike is coming here. I want to step out, semicircle out. Here's our stance. Boom. Notice the line that my shoulders create. Here, here. You must take the target away from the weapon, not take the weapon away from the target. Okay.
Similar to what Ron's saying, 2 ways you can evade. You can have a passive evasion, or you can have a more aggressive evasion, which was Ron referred to as entering on a 45. In my line, I'm going to use this tape line right down the center of the mat. In here, I can take the same type of evasion just by turning out. If someone's throwing a dead center punch right here, watch the line of the tape. I'm standing right over the line. Now I'm going to take the same thing on a 45. Notice my stance stays the same. If I go to the other oblique, out here, both hands, notice this trail leg. That is not just staying there for general purpose. It's part of your stance, it's also a strike. This is more the aggressive. You can retreat, move around, same thing, advance. Boom, in. I'm going to bar Ron, you'll see the same idea. I'm going to have Ron attack, so you're going to look at his back. Same thing, I'm outside. I made it aggressive defense on a 45. Remember my stance. Same thing. Right? Notice my stance again. My stance here.